I am convinced that Yuuki might actually be evil. There's just no way. Excuse me. There's just no way. Well, first of all, let's just put this out. This is episode 3 of Shiboyugi playing death games to put food on the table, and of course, Yuki's the main MC. All the other characters are on a rotation, or they just get Thanos snapped one way or another. So the only person who's important here is Yuuki, right? So at first, Yuki would go there because she didn't want to work a wagey, and then she would like get money, and then for a little bit, live off that money, and then come back to the death games. Once her cash flow is over with, and then she would return, and then she left again in order to think about what she really wants to do in life. She was already on her 9th death game, and she was like, wow, the 9th one really changed my perspective. She actually took a long ass break and then returned. But during this break, she did mention how she had to self-talk to herself where she is in life. And based on this scene right here in episode 3 of this death game anime, she's talking to another character. I forgot her name. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. I think her name is Mashiro. I don't know. I think it's Mashiro. But anyway, she's talking to this other character, and I see like a different side to her. This is like a whole different side that I really see coming. She was like, all right, now you must apologize. See right there? Apologize for your impudent attitude. And she wanted the other gal to admit that she was on top. So what does this mean? If you're willing to apologize, then it's just water under the bridge. So you can see here, she's trying to like talk her down. She's talking her down. She's saying these things in her ear. Then I'll show you to the stairs. She's like, all right, I'll show you to the stairs if you do this thing. And she's like right up to her ear. I don't know if this is the other. See, this is the part where it gets complicated. I don't know if the other gal, the other blonde chick, so her hair is white. This gal is blonde. Right? I don't know if this other blonde chick is just hallucinating, because she's like at death's door, because her arm got amputated because a wolf chopped it off. I wouldn't be surprised if, due to the blood loss, she now is like hallucinating and like hyperventilating, and she could just be imagining this. If she is, then I take back everything I say about Yuuki, because in the beginning, Yuuki was more so, yeah, she's trying to survive, but she actually, it felt to me like, she actually cared about the players. Even here it says in her description, she's a player with a ghost-like appearance at first. She repeatedly participated in the games without having a strong motivation, but after Candlewoods, that was like episode 1, she made beating the game 99 times her reason to keep living. Like, who makes that your reason to keep living? I think there's more layers under that. In the game, her survival strategy is to adopt an altruistic playstyle whenever possible. So, like it says right there, she wants to be altruistic. What does that mean? She wants to give more than she takes. She wants to help others more than she helps herself. So that's what it means to me. And like it said, she didn't have any motivation, but now she wants to beat it 99 times. But what's underneath that? What is underneath that? And based on that scene, it's because she wants to, like, this is low. Like, I honestly believe she just wants to see other people suffer. That's what I believe. After this episode, I genuinely, oh fuck, did I just fuck up my video? How did I try? All right, I genuinely believe she wants to see these girls suffer. Her ego is so big if they do suffer. So when she goes back to help them, she's not just doing that to seem likable. When people are watching her and they're betting on the whole situation, they're betting on if she can survive or not. But she also is doing that so that when she does save them, she can just relish in their suffering, and then just feel good about being above them. And that to me is just the epitome of evil. That just extremely selfish. That's extremely, it's like two sides of the coin. One side she's like altruistic. She wants to act like the good one. She wants to act like she's the caring one. She wants to do all this, but then on the other side of that, she just enjoys their suffering, wants to see them suffer, wants to be above them, wants to seem like she has all the fucking answers, and ultimately just beat the game and just feel like a fucking god. That's what I honestly believe. And as they say, I'm not saying myself, but God can sometimes feel like Satan himself. The Savior can sometimes feel like the devil themselves. But yeah, this is her again, Yuuki Sorimachi. This is what the fuck? Why am I using present and past tense? Shiboyugi playing death games to put food on the table. Episode 3, aka Shiboyugi the Meshi Woku. Don't know if I said that right. Japanese people, tell me if I said that right.